tant de revanche, je vous tant l'amour. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends. I don't wanna be friends. Won't you be romance? Won't you be romance? Without a bad romance. I want your love, I want your revenge. You and me, without a bad romance. You said that you had never been, but all the things that you have seen are gonna fade. So I start a revolution from my bed. Because you said the brains that I had went straight to my head. Step outside, it's summertime. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look roll off your face. You ain't gonna ever burn my heart out. No, no, Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as we are walking all night. So it's a lot away, but don't look back in anger. I heard her say. Take me to the place that you go when nobody knows that it's not our day. Please do not put your life in the hands of a rock and roll band and just let it fade. Oh, so I'm starting a revolution from my bed. Because you said the brains I had went straight to my head. Step aside, 'cause it's summertime and blue. Stand up by the fireplace. Take that look off your face. You ain't never gonna burn my heart out. Sally can wait. She knows it's too late as she's walking all by. So it slides away, but don't look back in anger. I heard her say.
Welcome to the Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for lolgbt Plus presents STFU. Please welcome to the stage your host, Suzette Vanetti.
Hi, wow, this is a great crowd. Thank you guys for coming out. I'm glad that I actually dressed up. I was not gonna try, but I mean, I still didn't. This is like a $2 dress, but that's what having a costumer will do for you. Anyway, my name is Suzette Vanetti. I usually get to host drag shows. Who's been to a drag show before? Oh, I was like, I can't see who's clapping. It was one of the comics in the back. You guys have never been? Okay, great. Fantastic. Don't worry, you're not going to see me do drag first, so you'll see good drag for your first time. But yeah, so it's a drag performer's job to create an illusion, like a fantasy, right? Like that's what we do, right? And we want you to believe that that fantasy is real. So like I'm trying to give you the fantasy that I'm like Ariana Grande and I'm young and healthy. But I'm not young and healthy. This knee hurts. And that's weird because I don't look like the type of girl where one knee should hurt. I look like the type of girl where both knees should hurt. You know? Because I'm 41. And it looks like I suck a lot of dick. So that's That's a weird blowjob though. If like, thank you. You can laugh out loud. It's okay. You're all like, I'm watching each one of you stifle laughter and keep your mouth closed and like force it. And I'm like, no, laugh out loud. I'm like Tinkerbell. It'll make me feel better if I hear it, But it's like a weird blowjob if just one knee hurts, right? Like, what is that like? Would you make me the luckiest girl in the world? Like, that's weird, You learn things. Who's 41? Who's 41 or older in the crowd? Okay. Who's under 41? Okay. See the more energy you guys had? They're over 41. They didn't even try. You guys wasted some energy. You're going to regret that when you're 70. You're going to be like, I could have been 72, but that one time I wasted too much energy saying I was under 41. Fuck. You learn things about yourself as you like get older. Like I just learned I don't have a gag reflex. I was waiting like this whole time for it, and I was like, I don't know I'm scared. I don't know when it's gonna come or what it's gonna be like. And I was like, when is it? What is it like? And like this whole time, and you're like, shouldn't you have learned that like 26 years ago, Suzette? I thought so too, but I learned I don't have one. And I was telling a crowd about this, and a guy like in the crowd was like, yeah, gag reflex. And I was like, why would you get excited about a gag reflex? That's weird. And then I realized like, oh, because it makes you feel big. But like everyone's mouth goes an inch back. Like congratulations. Congratulations, you're a toothbrush, Like shave your bristles. Yeah. I wrote new jokes. Do you guys want to hear those? Old jokes? What do you want to hear? You're like, we don't know. We're all new to us. We've never seen you. Okay. All right, hold on. Let me see. I had to write them out because they're new, so I don't have them committed to memory yet. Which is like highly unprofessional, but Oh, okay. There's a Subway across from Badlands where I normally work. You guys know that Subway? This is true. This isn't even a joke. This is just a true thing I found out about myself. There's a Subway, and it's open until 4 a.m., and it's across from Badlands. And there's a rumor that Subway is only open until 4 a.m. because I suck so much dick there. And somebody asked me, and I don't confirm or deny rumors about myself. That's just good to always never just either way, right? But I said, but if I am taking a 6-inch so we can all get a foot long at 3:30 in the morning, you're welcome. Okay. If you were really far away, that would be an amazing sound to hear. What else? Oh my God, okay. So, I'm 41, right? And you guys are under 41. And so I'm part of a micro-generation called Oregon Trail Generation, or Zennial, 1979 to like 1984. And I've noticed this generational divide. So when someone says like, thank you, older people, like boomers and stuff, and Gen X even, they're like, you're welcome. But younger people are like, no worries, or like, don't think about it, or like, all good, or like, for sure. And I thought, like, that's weird that, like, older people care so much. Like, they all mean the same thing, right? But then, like, one time I was thinking about it after a blowjob, and the guy was like, thank you. And I was like, for sure. No worries. All good, my pleasure, if you like him, I guess. But, like, that's where I was like, oh, my God, you're welcome really is the best one. It's like, we should just say you're welcome. So I learned that one a really weird way. Okay, this is a Christmas joke. Can you guys use your imagination? So, it's a long story. So, first of all, the first part is you have to watch what you're doing when you text, right? And like sometimes you use voice to text and you don't check it, you just hit send, but that doesn't fucking work, right? Because my friend texted me from Badlands one night when I wasn't there, and he said, my friend, it's a different person, third person, asked if Suzanne Lanetti was gonna be here tonight. I'm Suzette Vanetti, right? So I texted back, call me whatever you want as long as you tip me, right? But autocorrect heard, call me whatever you want as long as you top me. And I was like, it's been 6 years, send. Why not? But like you have to be careful even if you do type out your text. You have to proofread them because sometimes you text wrong and sometimes you mess things up. And so like I got a text from my friend the other day and it said, hey, my dad's not feeling well. Could you go over to his house and be hospice? And I was like, yeah, and like whatever you're imagining, I own it, I promise. Like I own that slutty Christmas outfit. I have like 4 of them. So I have varying levels of like oh, what a young Mrs. Claus to like, oh snap, Santa's gonna have a heart attack. So imagine me in that, right? And I go over to my friend's dad's house and I don't know how to like, I'm like jingle, jingle, you know, like who's been naughty, who's been nice, like gonna stuff your stocking. Like I don't know how to sexy talk most of the time, but like Christmas I'm like really bad at it, right? And so the dad's like come in, you know, and I'm like you know, jingle jingle, and like I'm giving him a good time and he's like enjoying it, and like I'm doing what I think is like a really nice favor for my friend and his dad who's not feeling well. And then my friend walks in and he's like, what the fuck are you doing? And I was like, jingle jingle, you know, like hospice. And my friend said, he's dying. I wanted you to be hospice. And I was like, fuck, you should have proofread that text because you definitely put a space between hoe and spice. Did not say hospice, it said hospice. He seems not mad. Like everyone seems to have won here, so you know, take it down a notch. I also learned. Well, I didn't learn this, but this makes white people nervous. Let me scan the crowd really quick. I don't know if anyone in the crowd's Asian. Okay, you don't have to say if you are, it's fine. But like, I have a cobbler, right? And these boots, the zipper broke. And I brought them to him so he could fix them. You guys know what a cobbler is, right?
Yeah.
Jackie, how long have I been up? I don't want to go over.
Not long enough, sweetie.
Okay. Anyway, so I brought these boots to the cobbler, and I wanted him to like fix the zipper, and he polished them, and he fixed the zipper, and he charged me like $15. Like it was so good, right? He's also like this old Japanese man, so he's like this tall and probably like 165 years old. Like I don't know. He doesn't age, right? And at the end of the transaction, I paid him, and he said, "Thank you." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "Thank you." And I said, "Thank you." And he said, "Thank you." And I was like, how do you break the cycle? Like, I need to go. I have a show, you know? So I just backed out like, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, until I got to my car. And then I was like, oh, that's like really familiar, you know? And I just didn't know what to say. Like, I wasn't sure how to reply. And then I remembered, just, you're welcome, you know? Like, that would have gotten me out of that loop, but I'm stupid. Okay, hold on. This is all crinkly. It's not poorly written. I'm just old. I don't know. I can't read it. Fuck it. Whatever. Anyone been to a Mexican baby shower? Yeah? No one else? Okay, can you back me up because no one's going to believe me? This is also a true story. I went to a Mexican baby shower, and when I got there, I was the only white-appearing person. And I was like, oh no, because everyone was staring at me. And I was like, I better find the mom-to-be and like hug her so her tribe accepts me, right? And so I found her and I hugged her, and then like everyone accepted me right away. And they ran over to me and they put a ribbon around my neck with a pacifier on the bottom, right? Say it, be proud, girl. Say C. Yeah. C, yeah. Okay, so they put this ribbon around my neck, and they didn't say what it was for, and I didn't want to be culturally insensitive, so I was just like, oh, I guess I just wear this for an hour, or the rest of the party, or the rest of my life. I don't know when to take it off. I don't want to be, maybe till the baby is born. I don't want to be offensive. So I just wore it, and I was just sitting there like, what the fuck is this thing around my neck for? Do I suck on it? And, you know, I mean, that's what it's for, right? And then another girl walked in, and she was like, hey, what's this for? And I was like, culturally insensitive slut. Like, just wear it. But they told her, they were like, oh, it's a game. And so what right? Yeah. What happens is You wear it, and then if you cross your lower extremities at any point, your knees, your ankles, your thighs, if you do any leg crossing, then somebody else, but usually an old woman, will come and rip it off your neck with abuela strength. See, and then she puts it around her neck, and then the person with the most at the end wins the game. Thank you, grazie. I said it in Italian. Gracias. Muchas gracias. Yes. Sorry, I'm Italian. And I was like, why didn't you guys tell me the rules? Like, why did you ignore telling me the rules? And they were like, oh, Suze, we weren't staring at you because you were white. We were staring at you because we were like, fuck, we've never seen her close her legs. She's gonna win. We picked a really good prize, and she's gonna get it now. And so I don't want to go to Mexican baby showers anymore because I feel very judged, and I don't like that, I'm just trying to be friendly and culturally diverse. Okay, I thought that would hit. That part's out at the end. What else? Oh, you want flirting? You guys want to hear flirting? Like a date, like a bad flirting? Sure. It wasn't me. I wasn't the bad flirter. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. I think it's the weather with the postnasal drip. There was this guy. I was at Badlands one night after a show, and this guy was like, Suzette, you are a cigarette. And I said, what? And he said, you're skinny and white. And I said, go on. And he said, when you're lit, you're kind of a smoke show. And like, you're probably not good for me, but I want you in my mouth. And I can't quit you. And I was like, okay, I'm a Cosmo. Like, I'm kind of pink and fruity and shaken up now. A bit icy after all that, and like, probably too expensive for you. And he was like, I think you're Chew. And I was like, what is happening? Are you writing a joke or flirting? And he was like, no, you're like Chew. I want to, like, you're cancerous for me, and you're really bad. And I think I'll get addicted. I don't want to, and hot two of you, like, And I was like, gross. And I was like, I'm a dry martini. I'm really shaken up and really icy and really dry, actually. And way too expensive for you, and I won't look right with you. And he said, we decided together that I'm smoky, right, and I'm dry, so I'm whiskey. And I said, neat. Thank you, all got it. I think I have time for two more. So this is true. This is 100% true, I swear. Most of these jokes, like even the baby shower one's true too. They're all true. But this one is definitely true. I promise. It happened to one of my friends. He was having sex, not with me, but with another guy. And in the middle of sex, the guy stopped and pulled out. And my friend was like, and the guy was like, do you know who I hate? And my friend was like, what? Who? And the guy was like, I hate Suzette Vanetti. And I wasn't even there. Like, I don't even know this guy. Like, and my friend told me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I don't hate anybody. I would never like stop sex and like look back and be like, you know who I hate? I just can't get over the election results. And I just hate Trump so much. Like, we can go back to sex now immediately. I just needed to get that off my chest in this intimate moment. Or, like, be in the middle of sex and be like, it feels good. And be like, wait, hold on, stop. Do you know what? I'm sorry, I was just thinking about the atrocities committed during World War II. And, like, Hitler was really a piece of shit. Like, I can't... Okay, we're good. We can fuck again. Like... That's so weird, right? Usually when I'm getting hate fucked, it's just me in a bedroom alone, So that was a first to be in someone else's. Okay, I can end with let's see. I can end with a confession, or I can end with a silly misunderstanding. Confession. Okay, this is always great to do on a live streaming because we're streaming the show. Okay, so I was driving the other day, and I needed to post the poster for the show. Is that how you guys found out about it? The poster? Okay, well, it didn't work, but I did my part. I posted it. I tried. And I'm at a red light, so I'm posting it while I'm at a red light because I don't drive and post. You know, that's... I don't have a Tesla yet. And the motorcyclist pulled up next to me, and he, like, on my window, and I was like, go away, stranger danger. And he was like, no, roll it down. And I rolled it down, but, like, you guys are under 41, so this is just for that corner of the room. I rolled it down. Because this looks stupid when you said, like, this looks like a shitty Tina Turner impression to them, though, when this is rolling down a car window, not me trying to do Tina Turner. Anyway, so I rolled it down, right? But he's over here, so I rolled it down. And he was like, my life is worth more than your phone call. And I was like, this is Instagram, not a phone call. How many followers does your life have? And he got so mad. And before I go further, is anyone a motorcycle driver? Okay. All right. I'm sure you wear a helmet, though, at least. This guy had, just so you know, he had no helmet. He had no spiny vest. He had no sunglasses to block out. I don't know what you call it, spiny vest. He had no sunglasses to block out the flies and shit. He didn't even have elbow pads, like a rollerblader or knee pads. Just a white T-shirt and a backwards hat. And, like, he had shorts on. He wasn't, like, Donald Ducking on the bike. But, like, he clearly did not care about safety. Like, he didn't give a fuck. So when I was like, how many followers does your life have? I didn't feel bad, right? Because, like, you don't care about your safety. Why the fuck should I? But he was like, I could see the thought bubble above his head. He was like, stupid bitch. And, like, when the light turned green, immediately he gunned it. And he sped, and his thought bubble was like, aren't you a stupid bitch now? And my thought bubble was like, no, I'm not a stupid bitch. And his bubble was like, well, watch this, you dumb bitch. And then he popped a wheelie, right? And my thought bubble was like, still not stupid bitch. But because he was so distracted with popping the wheelie, he didn't see the cement mixing truck going across the intersection. I know, and he hit it so fucking hard. And he exploded immediately and died. And I was like, oh my God. Being on Instagram behind the wheel really does hurt people. I should be more careful. That's all I got, guys. Thank you. Okay, so the way this show is going to work, I'm going to introduce performers. There's going to be a drag performer and a comedian, and they're real. Like, they're not like me, like, not like a fake comedian and a fake drag performer. So you guys, if you see anyone tipping the drag performer, that's part of drag culture, right? Like, that's how you show appreciation for a drag performer. So if you guys have $1 bill or two and you want to tip the drag performer, we love that. And if you don't, that's okay too. We can Venmo or figure it out. So just sing the song if you know it. Enjoy it. Don't watch silently, okay? That's the only thing with a drag crowd. Like, just enjoy the performance. Okay, you guys ready? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to bring up the drag performer. She is truly one of my favorite people to perform with. I love her, like, so much personally. I love having her in a show, and I learned the best way to introduce her is to say that, like, she's everything I wish I could be. I'm an Android girl, but this makes sense, I've been told. I'm an iPhone 6, and she's an iPhone 16. So please, make some noise, get loud, get excited, put your hands together. Give it up for Manny Petty!
The day that we met, we were both in a rush. We talked for a sec. You friended me up so we could connect. And what are the odds? You sent me a text, and now the next thing I know, I'm like, manifest. Not your oversized. I digress. Got me scrolling like out of breath. Got me going like. It's the cute boy with the white jacket and the thick accent. Maybe it's all in my head, but I bet we'd have really good band. How you pick me up, tell me real words, what sense. How you talk so sweet when you're doing that things, what's that? How you looking at me, what that reason of obsessed. Are you free next week? I bet we'd have really good camaraderie. I mean camaraderie. Said you're not in my time zone, but you wanna be. Where art thou? Why not upon of me? See it in my mind, let's fulfill the prophecy. Who's the cute guy with the white blue eyes and the big bad night? I know it sound a bit redundant, but I bet we'd have really good band camp. How you pick me up, pull down, tell me around, now it just makes sense. How you talk so sweet when you're doing bad things, that's bad camp. How you looking at me, I know what that means, and I'm obsessed. Are you free next week? I bet we'd have really good. And I bet we both arrive at the same time. And I bet the thermostat set at 6'9". And I bet it's even better than my head. How you pick me up, how you talk so sweet when you're doing bad things, that's bad. How you looking at me, I know what that means, and I'm obsessed. Are you free next week? I bet we'd have really good.
Give it up for Manny Petty. See, aren't you glad I wasn't the first drag performer? I'm not her. Like, she's beautiful and tall and skinny and tall. And she did a roll, dive roll. That's not a somersault. Like, that's what you call it when a kid does it. Like, that was, say it again? Her knees, because she's younger. She's a 16, you know? Okay, so, one more time for Manny Petty. Thank you guys for coming out to this show. It's a really funny, silly show. I love that we get to do it. So give Stab and Jesse a round of applause for existing and letting us be here. I'm going to bring up the next performer, a comedian, and I'm really excited to have her. I haven't gotten to work with her in a long time, so I'm excited to bring her to the stage again. So please put your hands together, make some noise, let me hear it. Give it up for Jackie Pearl.
I want to be able to do that. Oh my God, that was amazing. How you guys doing? Doing all right? Having a good time? I prefer hugs to handshakes when I get up here. And there's a reason for that, folks. Every hand you've ever shook has probably had a dick in it. Even yours, sir. I mean, I'm not calling you out. I know. But, 10 minutes ago in the bathroom, I don't fucking know, And that's my problem with shaking hands. I don't know whose hand has been in whose dick, right? It's confusing. My name is Jackie Pearl. Yay, thank you. And I'm old. I'll be 60 in April. Yeah, you won't catch me doing that shit on the floor. No, I'm so old that my parents woke me up for the moon landing. Oh, fuck you. You weren't even alive yet. Jesus Christ, I was 4. No. I'm so old that back when I used to date, like before high school and college when I dated, consent was just that 5th beer. Okay, you didn't like that. Who am I kidding? It still is if you catch me on the right night. I've only had 2 today, so you get a while to wait. No, I raised 3 kids. I raised them for export. Does anybody in here have kids? Yep. Yeah, that's how you raise them. Get them on their own. But I learned all kinds of stuff from my adult kids. I mean, they're always saying stuff. I was on the phone the other night with a comic, and I said, "Oh yeah, for sure, we'll hook up after the show." And my adult daughter went, Mom, do you know what hookup means? You guys do. And I was like, yeah, it means they're going to get high and talk about comedy afterwards, right? She's like, no, Mom, hookup means fuck. So, oh my God, I have had to apologize to so many people. I'm so sorry. Suzette, we're not hooking up after the show. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I learned another word. I learned this on stage. You watch comics, just stuff flies out of their mouth. I didn't know what they were saying. And it's kind of a fun word. You ever get a word in your head, kind of sticks there, and you just kind of walk around, or a song, you know, they call it, what do they call it, an earworm. And so I heard this word, and it was just so much fun to say. I started walking around saying it. You guys want to say it with me? Yeah. Will you? I know you will. Okay, so I'm going to say it once. I'll count to 3, and then you guys say it twice after me, okay? I had no idea what this meant, okay? Here goes. Bukkake. Come on. 1, 2, 3. Bukkake. Bukkake. Isn't that a fun word to say? Oh my God. I grew up in Hawaii, and I don't know why. I thought it was like some sort of Korean barbecue, you know? Like, doesn't it sound like it? Like I'll have 2 scoops of rice, some mac salad, and a big helping of bukkake, you know? I had no idea. But anyway, and I liked the word so much, I even made up a song about it. I was walking around, and I was singing, I like bukkake, you like bukkake, we all like bukkake too. And at that exact moment, my adult son walked in the house, and he goes, what the fuck are you singing, Mom? I said, bukkake, John, bukkake. It's such a fun word, say it with me, bukkake. He's like, Mom, bukkake is not a fun word to say with your mother. I'm like, really? What does it mean? What does it mean? So I go to grab my phone to look it up, you know. How do you spell this? B-U. And he slams my hand down and he goes, you are also not looking up this word while I am in this house. What the hell? So I waited till he left. I grabbed my phone and I type it in. It took me 3 times to spell it. It's got 3 K's in it. B-U-K-K-A-K. Oh my, you guys ever been on the internet? First came the pictures. Oh yeah, they're on there. Then came the definition. Oh shit. And then came the realization, like it hit me in the face several times that is not a word I want to say with my son, if you know what I mean. So don't look it up now. Don't do that. Don't. Just know that if you ever go to a restaurant, you got any good Japanese restaurants around here? I don't know if you do or not. But if you ever go to a restaurant and you order bukkake, just know that if 3 or more servers show up to your table, you ordered off menu. No, and it turns out it's not a Korean word. It's Japanese. And the actual meaning in Japanese of the word bukkake, not making this up, you have the internet in your pocket, it's to splash hot broth on cold noodles. That's the meaning of it! Oh my God, so embarrassing. Yeah, so I learned a new word. Like I said, I'm old. I'll be 60 in April. I know. What are you doing wearing leather pants? I'll tell you a secret when you guys get older. If you wear leather pants, they're cheaper than Pampers, and nobody knows if I peed myself on stage or not. I could be peeing right now. You wouldn't have any idea. So just helpful hint for you ladies when you get older. Oh, good Lord. No. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing in life or dating or anything, but I do know how to have a good time. And I have a group of really, really good girlfriends. I mean, I've known these girls for like 30 years. I mean, I know everything about these girls, you know. They're some of my best friends. And we were out one night, I guess you guys call it cougaring, is that what it is? Went out to the club and we're all dressed up to the nines, we're out there dancing. My girlfriend's in a tiny white mini skirt. Now, these girls are all between the ages of 55 and 60 years old, okay? We're no spring chickens, right? And she's out there cougaring with some guy that looks like he walked off the set of Baywatch, you know? I'm like, holy dick print, dude. Jesus. You get it, girl, right? Anyway, she goes into the bathroom and she comes running out to us and she says, oh my God. She goes, I think I have my period. Now, I'm thinking you just pissed your pants, girl, but whatever. I'll play along. So we're all between the ages of 55 and 65 years old. You know, like, get your juices flowing, but not like that, bitch. That shit shouldn't be happening, right? So we all make an effort. We go diving into our purses, looking for the oldest tampon demand, right? Surprise, we don't have one. So I started thinking, and I grew up porn Catholic. Anybody else? Woo, what does that mean? I'm not wearing a... schoolgirl outfit. Anyway, I grew up poor and Catholic. We never talked about that kind of shit, But I told her, what we used to do, when we got our period, they didn't have any products back then. They were, we'd march our ass back in the bathroom. We'd pull down the little banana hammock. You guys know this, right, ladies? Grab the toilet paper, right? That motion right there. We'd wrap, we'd tuck, and we're going to party for another 4 hours. Don't screw up my only night out, right? So I tell her, she goes back in the bathroom. And then, because she's 57 years old and got her period, or peed her pants, I don't know, I didn't check. But anyway, she proceeds to do 9 shots of tequila, okay? Well, do you blame her? She's almost 60, she's got her period, there's no chocolate in the bar. Give my friend a break. So anyway, I have to sober my ass up to drive her home, right? And I get her in the car, and I buckle her in the car. She's sitting there in the car. Remember the white miniskirt? And she goes, Jackie, I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. I said, I don't give a shit. It's your car. Do whatever you want, bitch. So she goes and she lights that cigarette, but she's too drunk to roll down the window to ash that cigarette. And she goes to ash it outside, and that cigarette hits the window. Remember that white miniskirt? And it flies off and lands on that Molotov makeshift wick that is her tampon and starts her crotch on fire, you guys, on fire! I'm driving 70 down the road screaming, fire in the hole! I don't know what to do, right? So I'm hitting her with my purse. I'm hitting her with her purse. Finally, I grab her wig. I'm hitting her. Now she's bald and on fire. I am not helping, okay? Finally, I screech over to the side of the road. I mean, this shit won't go out. She patted it good. And I jump out. I put the car in park. I jump out, and I run over that side. I pull her out of the car, and I strip her from the waist down, which must have looked insane for the cars driving by, right? I grab a bottle of water, and I'm putting that shit out. I throw her back in the car after we get her. She's no longer on fire. And I said, bitch, you aren't going to remember shit in the morning, but you can cancel that wax appointment. You have been waxed. So I went to pick her up the next day for brunch. That's what white girls like this do. We go to brunch. In her car. And she comes out and she's just like, she's green, and she's just like, oh my God, Jackie, I don't know what happened last night, but don't tell anyone. I'm like, bitch, do you know what I do for a living? Like, that's the first thing that's going to come out of my mouth. At brunch and at every comedy show I do. Are you kidding? That stuff is hilarious. So we get to brunch and we're sitting there and she's just like, no. So the first thing I do is tell this story, right? And she looks at me and she's horrified and she's like, oh my God, I woke up burnt and naked this morning. She goes, what happened to my panties and my skirt? I'm like, I got you, bitch. So out of a Ziploc bag I have in my purse with the tweezers I keep for picking my chin hairs at 60, I pull out a Ziploc bag and inside were her underwear. She's mortified, right? It looked like a pirate map. It was... She's like, what about my skirt? Did you throw that out too? Oh my God. Did you leave it on the side of the road for some trucker to find? I said, no, bitch, I got those too. Out of another Ziploc bag. It was a mess. It was a mess. Oh my God. All right, that has been my time for tonight. You guys have been awesome. Give it back up for the Six Spice, Host Spice.
Keep it going for Jackie Pearl. Okay, so now you've seen everybody do what they do normally, and we're gonna switch it up. That's the name of the show. It's STFU for Switch It Up, not shut the fuck up. That would be a bad comedy show. Okay, so ready? You guys excited? Okay, so I'm gonna bring Manny back to the stage. She's gonna do comedy. It's not her first time, but she doesn't do it regularly. So be supportive, have adoration and love, and laugh and clap. Okay, ready? Okay, great. Give it up. Make some noise. Give it up for Manny Petty. I have to show them we're friends. Okay, so you're about to find out why I roll around on the floor for a living, so I hope you enjoy. Let's see, what month are we in? Oh, we're in January. Is it still appropriate to say Happy New Year? Happy New Year. I feel like it's been like 45 days of January, and I love this month because it's my birthday month. We just celebrated my 21st birthday. I'm thinking about turning 22 next year. We'll see. But I love my birthday, but it's the first week of January. It's January 6th. Yeah, so ever since 2021, it's been really fun to like mention my birthday. I sent out like a PSA to all my friends. I'm like, I came first. I was born first. This day is about me. You don't mention it, you don't talk about it, you don't think about it. But there's always one person when they're coming into my birthday, like, oh my god, happy birthday. Cute. But my mom called me the other day because my brother's birthday is the next one. We're Mexican, so all of our birthdays are like a month apart. And she was like, hey, so I don't know what to get Mateo for his birthday. What can you tell me about Pokemon? I said, there's 8 of us, and you called me to figure out about Pokemon? Like, 3 of us are straight. You could have called any of them. And I was like, Mom, first things first, have you taken your meds? Which she hadn't, so we hopped on that one real quick. And please don't think it was a selfless act. So my siblings and I take shifts every time my mom has like a moment. She frequently goes off her meds, which is fine, you know, there's enough of us, it's a whole team. But I am just trying to make sure that when she goes off the deep end, and it will be happening, that when it's my turn to deal with it, it's not as grand as the Target chicken incident. Oh, that was the last call I got. Yeah, no, my sister was at the store with my mom and she calls me and she says, oh, it's your time to talk her off the ledge. We lived across the street from a Target. We lived in like a small town, so it was like Target, Safeway, and like a Payless, the one existing Payless in the country. And I knew exactly where she was because there was a horde of people leaving that direction. And I saw the security headed towards that direction. And I said, oh God, it's a good one, guys. We found out my mom had forgotten to take her meds because every once in a while she'll like disagree with her therapist. And I'm like, but are we being honest with our therapist? Because I feel like if our therapist saw the whole picture, we'd have a different response. Because we did go to family therapy for a while, and sometimes I'd be sitting in that room like, what house do you live in? None of this shit happens. She was writing us like we were like the Stepbirds, when in reality we were probably like a really bad version of like, okay, you guys will get this, Wizards of Waverly Place. Like, the levels of just, for some of you, it was kind of like Mama's Family. Like, that's the house we lived in. Nobody was really on the same page. We were all kind of just living in each other's universes. But it was really easy for my mom to disagree with the therapist, and we'd find out when we were in Target because she'd be spiraling over something, and this one was the last chicken. She really wanted fajitas for dinner, and she was not leaving that store until someone brought her chicken. She started yelling, got a little irate. She's about 5'4", and she's a Mexican woman, so her voice carried. It did carry. They forgave her for most of the vulgarities that she was yelling. I was just like, guys, you don't understand. She thinks that she's back home. I was like,
this is not la ciudad. We just kind of got to push through it. So we did get my mom out. So ever since then, I was like, I'm not doing this again. I'm not doing this. Because we lived in a small town. So it was like, that happened on a Wednesday. Thursday, I was back in school. And people were like, so, how was Target? Oh my God, the freaking jock's dad is a cop. Somebody's grandpa works as the random security guard to make sure you're not stealing anything. It was, oh God, I was like in front of my peers. Because really, I mean, the town we come from, it's like, there's only 3 things to do. Get married, have a kid, and die. So it's like, news traveled like the plague in that town. So I made sure that my mom hopped back on the meds, and we got back onto the Pokemon conversation, and I said, so what's the thought process? Like, why me? She said, well, your sister hung up on me when I asked. And your brother owes me money, so he's not answering my calls. Which is pretty standard. I mean, I think my brother's owed my mom money since he was born. Like, he's that sibling. And so she was like, so you really don't know anything about it? And I was like, no, I'm so sorry. Like, did we forget I was the kid in the backyard eating dirt? Like, I haven't always been glamorous, but I definitely sure as hell was not playing with Pokemon cards. And one of my boyfriends was over the other day, and I was going through TikTok, and I got like that little, like, your astrology sign to whatever Pokemon you are. And so I was like, oh, let me slide over to the Capricorn, and like I showed him so that he could explain it to me, and the only thing out of his mouth is, yeah, that checks out. I turned the phone around and I was like, it's a crossbreed of a snake and a cat. What the fuck do you mean that checks out? Is that what I'm giving? Because I thought I was selling something different. Like, oh, I'm not as skinny as I thought I was. I do need to lotion up a little bit more. So we quickly terminated that conversation and just moved on to continue talking about gossip. Like I said, there's only 3 things to do in our hometown. And I'm like reaching that weird age where it's now looked down upon to make a bad face when someone tells you they're pregnant. Well, because it's like, you know, you're getting to that age where it's like, oh, right, this is where like our lives are kind of like starting. We've got our career paths. We've been doing this for a while. I've been out of high school for many, many moons. Like, it's there. And so we were catching up, and it was in the middle of this conversation that I could tell that the meds started working. Because my mother went from saying some really colorful things about somebody who used to have a crush on me. I always like when the girls who used to have a crush on me have kids, because I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. It's nice to know you are over me. It's really never gonna happen. But she started saying some crazy things about what it was like giving birth to us. And then she kind of just drifted on to the miracle of life and how she's like, it's so crazy, you know, watching all of you grow up. And I was like, okay, we're like treading in some like nice waters. And I'm like, so I need to tell you something. And then I stopped to see like if she was paying attention. Like that's usually like if you know a Mexican mom, that's how you really bring him in, because sometimes she'll still clock out. And I had nothing substantial to tell her. It was just an update about the cats. I was just like, oh my God, don't the cats look so cute? Send her a photo. Because the cats are my kids. That's as far as I'm going for children. That's I have 4 cats, and that's perfect. That's perfect. My eldest just turned 21. Yeah. It's always interesting taking him into the vet, because they look at me kind of like I'm crazy, because he's for what a 21-year-old cat should look like, he doesn't look like that. So I usually just update her on her nieces and nephews, but this one we took in, and they came out and they were like, hey, so we did have to sedate him a bit. He kind of took one of our heavy-duty gloves into the carrier with him, and I was like, how did you lose the heavy-duty glove? And it was because the glove was too big to go onto the person's hand. She was trying to reach in because my cat was not being the friendliest. My mom was like, well, see, that's because you raised him. I was like, actually, Aurora, he grew up in the house with you. The other three are fine. But yeah, so my mother, she proceeded to bring us back to the conversation about what my brother wants for his birthday. And my brother told me what he wanted for his birthday, but I don't think my mother wanted to know what he wanted for his birthday. My brother is in like this weird stage where he's lived his life as a straight man, but we all know that he's not. And I'll like slip in the conversation and be like, is there anything you want to talk about? You know, I really can't judge you. Like I have hit the bottom of the totem pole for standards in our family. Well, actually, I'm the only star in the family, so I'm the only one that's been on TV for not being arrested. Thank you. But I was like, honestly, Mateo is such a simple boy. Why don't you just like get him socks or something like that? My brother still wears the same hole-ridden socks that he used to finish in. Like, I know what those socks look like. They scarred me. One time I walked in and I stepped on it. Anybody ever shared rooms with a sibling? That's my hell. When I die, I go right back to that. That's where I'm headed. But yeah, so we finally just concluded that my mom is going to get him a statue that just says world's greatest son. And I was like, okay, I suppose I'll just wait for the daughter one. Because I am her favorite daughter. I am the only daughter that looks like a woman, so. My sister, see that get my ass beat. Those girls used to beat me up when I was younger, okay? I was the runt of the litter until high school. I was 5'2" until my freshman year of high school, and I woke up one day and I was 5'10". The most painful 8 inches of my life, and I've seen a lot of 8 inches. Yeah. Growing over that summer, 2 months. Have you ever grown in 2 months? It fucking sucks. Oh my God, I was medicated the whole time. Kind of like my mom. I was reaching in and just taking a few of hers. You know what? They made the legs. I mean, aren't they lovely legs? Yes. Which is crazy because I'm the tallest in my family. Everybody else is under like 5'6". I prayed I was adopted, but I look too much like my parents. There was an end to this. I found a way to loop it back. It's just left my mind by now. But I hope you had a great time.
Keep it going for Manny Petty. She's good, right? Yeah. Comedy's hard, drag's hard, lip syncing's hard. But one more time for Manny Petty. I'm gonna bring the comedian, that's who's here, up to lip sync a song, so you can see, you know, them switch it up. So please put your hands together, make noise, get loud, get excited. Let me hear it. Give it up for Jackie Curl.
Young Money hard. I ain't no dumb blonde. I ain't no stupid Barbie doll. I got my game on. Watch me prove you wrong. Well, there you go again, telling me where I belong. You put me on the bench, don't think that I can play strong. So quick to condescend, well, you think I'm empty, I'm not. You won't be so confident when I'm crushing you from the top. I'm a babe, I'm a boss, and I'm making this money. I can flip like a switch and I cut like a blade. I can sting like a bee, but I'm sweeter than honey. And I'm quick as a whip, so get out of my way. Come and get it now. I ain't no dumb blonde. I ain't no stupid Barbie doll. I got my game on. Watch me prove you wrong. I ain't no dumb blonde. I am a freaking cherry bomb. I'll be your icon. Watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. I'll say it loud. With bombshells raising hell now. Watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. I'll say it loud. With bombshells raising hell now. Watch me prove Don't you know I'm out of your league? Step back, your time is up. Sit down, I'm taking the lead. I'm a babe, I'm a boss, and I'm making this my day. I can flip like a switch and I cut like a blade. I can sting like a bee, but I'm sweeter than honey. And I'm quick as a whip, so get out of my way. Come and get it now. I ain't no dumb blonde. I ain't no stupid Barbie doll. I got my game on. Just watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. I ain't no dumb blonde. I am a freaking cherry bomb. I'm the icon. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. Say it loud. Bombshells raising hell. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. Say it loud. Bombshells raising hell. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong.
Yo, I ain't playing, but I won the cup. Came through heavy, won it in a Bentley truck. It was me, young Avro, security tuck. In the back, just in case one of y'all run up. One of y'all, all of y'all be stuck. When you see a young queen in the flesh, what's up? All that hating you was doing got the Barbie popping. Now all of them wanna be a Barbie. I'm watching, but you never gon' stop me, never gon' top me. Millions on millions, they never gon' dot me. I am the prototype with pink print, and no, I don't want no frauds. Wink, wink.
I ain't no dumb blonde. I ain't no stupid Barbie doll. I got my game on. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. I ain't no dumb blonde. I am a freaking cherry bomb. I'm the icon. Just watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. Say it loud. Bombshells raising hell. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong. Stand up, everybody. Say it loud. Bombshells raising hell. Watch me, watch me, watch me prove you wrong.
Oh, good Lord. God. She can do comedy and this. It's amazing.
Keep it going for Jackie Pearl. Lip syncing is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks they can do it because you do it like in your shower, but like then you get up here and there's like other words beside the chorus and you're like, fuck. Okay, I think just because we're over time, I'm gonna skip me, but yeah, it's okay. But did you guys have fun? Yeah? Okay, great. The way we end a drag show is by bringing everyone out, and you guys can clap for everybody. So please make some noise. Give it up for Manny Petty. Keep it going for Jackie Pearl. Give it up one more time for Stab. If you want to see Manny and I again, we have a talk show every first Friday here. The next one is February 7th. It is a good talk show, and apparently the next one's going to be very gossipy, so you should come out for that. Please do support Stab. There is another show after this, so please consider staying for that. And if you want to talk to us, we'll be out in the lobby. Have a good night.
All right, everybody. That was STFU, but as Suzette said, we're not done yet. We've got another show at 10 o'clock. If you want to stick around, it's Dear Abby WTF. It's a lot of fun going through the archives of Dear Abby articles and just seeing what sort of advice was given back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. You'd be surprised, or probably not, actually. So stick around if you want to. If you're done with us for the evening, check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live and in person, Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream every gosh darn thing we do. So, hope to see you again. If you're done with us for the night, get home safe. Your Abby WTF will begin in, let's call it 5-ish minutes.
Something's got me reeling, stop me from believing, turn me around again. Said that we can do it all, no, I wanna do it again. Every morning, every Every morning there's a heartache hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. I know it's not mine and I know she thinks she loves me, but I never can believe what she said. Something so deceiving when you stop believing, turn me around again. Said we couldn't do it, no, I won't do it again. Every morning, every morning, every morning when I wake up, she always writes the poem for me, baby. She always writes the poem for me. Every morning there's a halo hanging from the corner of my girlfriend's four-post bed. Well, I know it's not mine, but I'll see if I can use it for the weekend or one night stand.
It looked good. I was kind of jealous. I don't know what's going on. Go ahead. When I walked over, we were having a good tea session. I was like, man,
We were just talking about how I really want to just be doing film more than anything, and the only way to get better at it is to start.
yeah.
So I just want to do that. I have to figure out how to start shooting. I don't know what I was talking about. It's not gonna happen at work. It's just gonna happen.
Might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here. You can take a break.
It's gonna require acting.
I'm a hot air balloon. I've been out of space.
That's a serious piece. So I
In the air like I don't care, baby, by the way.
and then I need to
Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do. Here comes some bad news where this and that. Give me all you got, baby, don't hold me. Sure, she probably want you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, so don't waste your time. Here's what. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along if you feel like a happiness is the truth. Clap along if you feel what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like that's what you wanna do.
I don't know what else so good. Yeah, something about it.
Hey, everybody, I can never remember if I give these guys an intro or not, so let's do one this time. Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Dear Abby WTF. Please welcome already on stage your hosts, Nicole and Jesse.
Hi, Jesse. How are you?
All these lights, I never get used to them. I'm great. Well, I'd say I'm about 78%, maybe 83%.
Well, what's 100%? What are you doing at 100%?
When have I ever been at 100%?
Like, what do you do? Do you like do backflips and like?
No. I'm just like extra chipper. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm just having. Do you ever just have a week where you just feel like you hate everybody and everything? Not you guys. You guys are cool.
But everybody else.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
That's
It
good.
looked like you guys were having a nice little tea session when I walked in. I was a little bit jealous.
No, we're just talking about lady goals. Hashtag lady goals.
Oh, okay.
Hashtag they them goals.
Okay.
Hashtag.
Right on. Oh,
Yes.
So I got sick earlier in the week,
Mm-hmm.
and I called out from work. I binged all 10 episodes of Landman in one day.
I heard it's good, is it?
It's so. I watched all 10 episodes in one day. Billy Bob Thornton was great, and whoever else was in it. Ali Lauder, that guy from that one show, he was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know the show. The guy, the white guy, like.
Now you're back on the list of people I hate. No, I was kidding.
What's his name? Gosh, he's in that show about the salesmen, about the marketing guys.
Mad Men?
Yeah. John Hamm. John Hamm. Yeah.
It took you that long to come up with John Hamm?
I don't watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
All I watch is YouTube videos, you know, about like conspiracy theories and
oh God,
the aliens.
No, you're definitely on that list now.
And the lizard people. How are you?
Well, I just found out that apparently we're withdrawing from the World Health Organization, so a little bit concerned about that. But other than that, you know, things are going okay. I watched Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar the other day. That was funny.
You watched what?
Barb and Star go to Vista Del Mar. I don't know. It was on Hulu. It was like Kristen Wiig and the chick who wrote Bridesmaids. I don't know. It was fun.
That would probably be good. I almost resubscribed to Hulu because I wanted to see the new Bill Burr special.
Good. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, is it worth it? Yeah. All right, I might do it. I don't know. I might actually have a Hulu. How many subscriptions do you think you have that you don't realize, or that?
Who are you, Rocket Money? I very deliberately don't want to know how many subscriptions I have. I would like to stay in the dark about that very much, actually. Like as long as like the card isn't, you know, getting declined or anything, I'll just live with whatever how many.
Yeah, apparently, I have a whole another year of Paramount. Well, that's why I decided to watch Landman, because I got the email confirming that I resubscribed to Paramount for the whole year, and I didn't know I had it, but apparently I had it last year, and I have it all of this year. So if you can think of anything good that's streaming on Paramount, let me know, because I've got it for a whole year now. And so I watched Landman. It was so stinking good.
I saw one of them days. It was pretty funny. Like funnier than I thought it would be. It has
is that the one with
Kiki Palmer and SZA, which I thought was SZA, but apparently it's SZA because I'm really fucking old. I don't know what people are called. Okay. So SZA, yeah, and then Janelle James from Abbott Elementary, who I love. You should watch that show. It's very funny and very cute.
Abbott Elementary. I've heard good things.
Yeah, but it's very much like a buddy comedy. It's kind of like Harold and Kumar Went to White Castle. That level of like silliness and like cameos. So.
You know what 90s movie I want them to remake? I want them to remake Set It Off.
You know what? That is a very good idea, but who would be in the cast?
I don't know, but I want Queen Latifah to direct it.
Yeah, I think Kiki Palmer, actually, speaking of One of Them Days, might be really good in Queen Latifah's role in the movie.
Well, that's what, like, when I started seeing when I was watching the trailer for that, and I started seeing like all these great actresses, I was like, you know what? I would like to see a remake of Set It Off, because Set It Off is good, but it's kind of like that '90s cheese a little bit, you know. And it's like I think it deserves a revamp.
I think they could do it, and they could do it really well, adding in some, like, I'm trying to think of a way to put this, but you know how, like, a lot of now it comes down to, it's like, there's a big life lesson or some, like, comment we're going to make about the state of America, and I think that would maybe make it a little bit better, if that makes sense.
Does everything have to make a statement?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. It doesn't have to, but I don't know.
I think that's where I don't know. I think that's where they shoot for the stars and they miss sometimes. It's like they're trying to make too big of a statement, and I'm like, just fall down and be funny.
Actually, that is a really good point, because if you fuck it up, it's really bad. Like, really, really bad.
Yeah.
It's like someone made a comment, it's like, if you're gonna play, like, a mentally disabled person, you better win an Oscar or you're just being an asshole on TV.
Are they still doing that? That was like a trope in the 90s.
I haven't seen it in a while. Has anyone else, one of the 5 people in this room, said anything about that recently, or no? Okay, I guess we're done with it then.
Okay, yeah. All right.
Yeah, my other big thing I like to watch are, like, you know, Jennifer Hudson has her own talk show now?
No, I didn't know that.
And on the way to the stage,
I was like, are you talking to me?
Our show. No, it's yeah. And so on the way to the stage, I guess like the staff write like a little rap and they like hype up the person who's coming to the stage before they go. It's really cute, actually.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
And for the guy who plays Ji-hoon in Squid Game, they actually wrote it in Korean, which is super cool to watch because he's like, oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah. But anyway.
I bet you he was pretty stoked about that. What do you think about the Academy Award nominations? Were you shocked about any of them, or?
Okay, here's my thing. I don't pay attention to any of that.
Oh, you don't?
No, I don't.
Oh, never mind. I had a whole 5 minutes ready for that.
Well, if you'd like to go on about it, please, I'll listen.
No, I thought
okay.
we were gonna. Okay.
It's like I don't watch that, and I still don't watch stand-up. And I know people are gonna give me so much hate for this, but I still don't watch stand-up unless I'm like at a live show. And that sounds really bad, but
No, not really. No.
yeah, just I don't know. I don't really seek it out a lot, and I should, because I should want to be better. But I'm a piece of shit. You see.
You're not the piece of shit.
Well, I'll tell you more about me later, but anyway.
Well, you've told me some things, and like.
Anyway.
You're not a piece of shit.
Thank you. I appreciate that validation right now, but.
Alright.
Are you still watching, like, so you watch Conspiracy on YouTube, but are you still watching, like, the record stuff on YouTube we used to talk about a lot?
All the time, yeah.
So, like, what's hot on there now? Like, what are the hot records or, like, the hot topics?
The boom. So, like, when COVID hit and, like, nobody was doing anything, like, everybody got into record collecting. So, like, now when you go to, like, record stores that have, like, used stuff, there's just, like, tons of, like, you can find every Taylor Swift record that was sold out. Like every Ariana Grande, all that stuff is like out there, right? But the prices are kind of settling back down to normal again. But I mean, people were collecting before it, and now just less people are doing it. So there's kind of an abundance of like the generic popular stuff. There's a lot of that. Oh, but you know what? Actually, is that a friend of mine was telling me that her daughter, who is like 12, that all of their friends are getting into CDs.
Oh God, we're at that point.
Yeah. So now she said that Gen X is collecting records and that Gen Z or whatever is right now, I don't know, is that they're getting into CDs. And I'm kind of into CDs because there's some stuff that's just like chasing down the vinyl is just ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
And there's some stuff that I want that I will pay like money for, but honestly, like if it was recorded in the 90s, then it wasn't really meant to be on vinyl, and I'd rather have it on CD than vinyl.
Think I could trick them into paying like thousands of dollars for my high school CD collection?
Maybe. What do you got? Do you have them in folders? Or do you have the case and everything?
I kept the cases, the original jewel cases too.
Oh yeah, you could probably sell some of them.
Well, that's my question is too. It's like, so we have a big like vinyl renaissance, a CD renaissance. Was there ever like a tape or an 8-track renaissance, or did that just totally?
Yeah. And reel to reel.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Because like some stuff just sounds like to me like 90s hip hop or like late 80s hip hop, 90s hip hop sounds best on cassette.
You know what? That's a very good point to make.
You know, like Beastie Boys' License to Ill. Oh man, like LL Cool J, like play that on cassette and it sounds so good.
Just for that, I'm gonna make a hipster move to bring back wax cylinders. Because apparently the sound quality was bomb too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, my comedy album will be on wax cylinder only if you're interested. But anyway.
The letters are really good this week.
They are, and Jojo already called letter number 1, so I picked some bangers. So I don't know if I told you guys, I keep forgetting to bring the book, but I bought this really old Dear Abby letter book at a yard sale, and it's so old, like I can put it on a desk and just let it open to like whatever letter is going to speak to me that month. And that's why I picked these 4 letters.
Sometimes when I pick, because like I think we're like on the 5th month where like you do all the letters, and sometimes I wonder like what you're going through when you pick these letters. I was just like, oh,
some shit. You can guarantee
Nicole is going through it this month, but I'm really excited to jump into this. You want to bring our guests up?
Let's do it.
Are they ready?
Sure. So one of our guests, I accidentally was on The Chafe last week, and he's one of the hosts. The Chafe is a really funny show. I believe it's about comics trying new material. I don't know. I came in late and I just kind of ended up on the show.
Yeah, that's how it happens.
Yes, and then Jackie Pearl is also here, who was just on the previous show. She just did a very good lip sync to Avril Lavigne. Let's bring up our guests, Jackie Pearl and Jojo Lewis Montalvo. Did I pronounce that wrong? Sorry if so. Oops, my bad. Yay! Yay! So I'm guessing Jackie read Dear Abby. Did you read Dear Abby, Joe?
Are you calling me old again, bitch?
Jackie read
No,
Dear Abby
no,
by
you're small.
candlelight.
Well, yeah, that's it.
Candlelight. Got it on you. Yes, yes. I had my lantern out in the bar, and I was Dear Abby. Yeah.
She wrote to Dear. This is
We
the
were
first,
reading Latin.
This is the first time I've seen. This
The
is the first,
illuminated Dear Abby script.
this is the first time I've ever seen JoJo without Emma.
That is true. So it confirms that we are in fact different people
Oh.
in different locations. Unless we're doing a night
Ah.
unless we're catching you if you could,
Yeah, yeah,
or whatever that magic heist movie was.
yeah. JoJo, you can remember newspapers, right? You're not that young.
Yeah, I'm 37. I can remember
So
newspapers.
You're young, yeah.
That's the things for what birds live on top of.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know them.
Your grandparents had like lined the bird cages with the.
You mean line the entire house because they were hoarders? Yes,
Fire starter.
of course.
That was always the first sign of hoarders, huh? Like they'd be like, "Hold on, I think I've got a coupon for that."
It's like, no, Clinton's gonna get elected. You'll see. It's like, I don't know why we need to save 35 copies in the den, but all right. Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah.
Newspapers.
Jackie's got notes on hers.
Oh shit, girl, you're prepared.
I am Dear Abby.
Wow. Look, seriously, she's got like stuff like.
They mostly say, bitch.
Wait, is that in pink pen too? That is amazing. I love that. On brand.
All right, so Jackie, do you remember reading the Dear Abby column, or did you not read the Dear Abby column?
No, I read the Dear Abby column, and I rewrote it half the time. I was like, bitch.
But you were in Minnesota. You weren't a Californian yet when you were.
Oh no, I was in Minnesota. Yeah, sure,
Yeah.
you betcha. Yeah.
You were still. You weren't.
Yeah.
You weren't the free thinking Californian.
Yeah,
you weren't.
Dear Abby, and her answer was, "Don't fuck the sheep. Stop that." You know.
Well, I would hope she would say no to that.
You never know.
All right.
Not that you fuck sheep. In,
I don't know,
in
but she
South
probably-
Oh
California.
god damn it, not anymore.
I gave it up too.
In
for
this
that.
economy.
Who could afford sheep today?
Fucking sheep must
mow
be
the
fucking
lawn.
nice.
Must be nice. Neighbor's got 3
Oh
sheep.
my god. Okay, 3 sheep to the wind.
All right, so I know
Very good. Hang on. Hang on. Did you hear Jackie said 3 sheep to the wind? That was pretty fucking good.
that is fucking funny.
We
Props
loved
to
it.
Jackie.
It wasn't that good.
No, actually, that was very
Oh
good.
no, I don't want to leave you hanging.
Thank you, I appreciate
No,
that.
it was.
I have short little arms. I need some assistance.
Yeah, you do.
But yeah, I know JoJo picked his letter. I'm excited to see which letter Jackie picked too, because yeah.
I picked them all. No, go ahead.
Yeah.
All right. Well, JoJo, you want to just jump right in?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do it.
I have to hang on. I have to invite the muse. Dear Abby, I'm a beautiful 17-year-old girl. Who is going with a short, bald-headed man of 36. He drives a Jaguar and takes me to all the best places, but I don't enjoy myself very much because he hasn't any personality. When I ask him why he's so quiet, he says he is just wondering. What do you suppose he is wondering? And that is from Tony. Do you want me to read the reply?
Yes, please.
Very well. Dear Tony, if he is short, bald-headed, and has no personality, he's probably wondering why a beautiful, intelligent 17-year-old girl is interested in him. Tell me, why are you?
So JoJo, why did you pick that letter?
I honestly think it's because I heard the cadence of "I'm a beautiful 17-year-old girl." It's as if God delivered the way to say that to me directly, and that's what really did it. Because I feel like just starting off by saying "I'm beautiful" is fucking wild.
Yes.
Yes.
You can't really I could say that about myself. I don't feel like I would tell others. In written format.
You're having a
Published
beautiful
newspaper.
37-year-old man on stage right now at a show.
I feel like I would if I started writing down, I'm a beautiful 37-year-old, I would be like, what am I trying to prove here? I could say I'm rich. I could say anything. I chose beautiful. Why?
Because like he has no personality. I'm kind of getting the feeling that all she has is her beauty too.
Interesting. So you said it's like they match each other. He's beautiful in the way that someone of 36 is, having a Jaguar and one all.
You know, I kind of feel like this bitch wrote this letter just to say that she's going out with a 36-year-old with a Jaguar, and I think Abby picked up on that, and it's just like, look, bitch, this is how it's gonna be.
Bitch is the word of the day, right?
Yes, bitch is the word of the day.
Would
Bitch
you
are
like
brought
to
to you
hear
by
what
the
I
word
wrote
bitch.
down?
But
Yes.
why is Abby not more shocked at the 20-year age difference? The 17, not that like a 20-year-old age difference is crazy, but it is when she's 17.
Because
she's not even legal.
Abby's trying to help. You gotta meet people where they are. Abby can't just say, hey, listen, he's 20 years your senior. He probably doesn't have a lot to talk to you about, but that won't work. She has to make him think about why. What is it about this 36-year-old gentleman that doesn't talk? Is it just the car?
I know.
Go on.
Yeah.
Oh.
Expound.
Bitch, you like money, stability, and your father. You have a father complex. Get a fucking job, a career, and a car, and your own man.
Well, they weren't allowed careers yet.
Yeah, she was 17.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was like 1955.
It was the age above consent right then, I believe, right?
Oh, you know what it was? For the longest time was 14. It's like as soon as you bleed, you're game. Dead ass.
That's a great way to say I'm being honest.
Dead ass is the new word of the day.
Which is great because it's 2 words. That's a good deal.
Is it like
dead ass?
Is it dead hyphen ass? Or just dead ass?
Yes, what is the correct etymology or whatever of the word dead ass? Someone look that up for me.
Hey, Jesse, you're not taking tickets. What is it? Look it up on your little iPad. Thank you.
Dead ass. Dead ass.
Dead ass.
Dead ass. Dead ass. Dead ass. Dead ass. Dead ass.
All right.
Dead ass is one word, sir.
Thank you, Jess. I
All right.
appreciate that.
Excellent. Good to
We have
know.
the etymology of it.
And a lot is 2 while we're at it.
Yes,
okay?
thank you.
All
That
right,
bothers
thanks.
me too.
Just want to throw that in.
I do also kind of feel like Abby probably had more follow-up questions, but she didn't want to waste her time on this girl. Because I have questions too. It's like,
We live in a world of instant information, guys.
thank you, God. I appreciate that answer.
Voice of God.
I don't like that we get AI overviews now when we search something on Google, but
What is Gemini think?
but it makes it easier. The word dead ass is a combination of the words dead and ass. It originated in African American communities in the early 1990s and became popular in hip hop and rap culture. Dead means completely or extremely. Ass, an intensifier that adds emotional emphasis to other words.
So you could just say dead or ass.
Dead
basically.
ass is used to emphasize that someone is serious or means what they say.
Hell yeah, it does.
I would also like to have Jesse not be like the Wizard of Oz of the show, like we ask him questions, and just hear this magical voice come out of nowhere in the background.
Pay no attention to the theater owner behind the curtain.
Yeah, so now we have 2 Jessies on this show.
I know. I have to say Rivera. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's like the Father and the Son.
and the Holy
Holy
Spirit.
Spirit.
And the Holy Spirit of comedy. That jokes in a
That's
one-off.
actually one of my notes.
Really?
Yeah.
What's
On
it?
another one or on
Yeah,
this one?
no, on another one.
On another
Can
one.
I just say that it's Tony with an I?
Yeah.
I don't think I pronounced that it was Tony with an I, and I think that's important.
Wait, how do you pronounce Tony with an I?
Just like Tony.
No.
But I don't emphasize the I because I'm not Greek or whatnot.
I'm Jackie with an I.
See?
But it's a QUI. It's very.
That's the kinky way to spell it.
Well, I'm a kinky bitch, so.
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I am.
Is that how it was spelled, or did you just do that like when you
It's
started?
short for Jacqueline, and when my parents put up Christmas stockings, they couldn't fit JACQUELYN on a Christmas stocking that my mother knitted, or fucking, what do you call it when you needle pointed?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she just wrote JACQUI. So for the time I was 5, that's how I thought I spelled my name. Till I went to Catholic school and they said, "Your name is Jackie, CKIE," and I went, "No, it's not." So
That's Catholic school for you. They don't give a shit about your feelings or
they
anything.
don't give a shit. I didn't have any feelings back then. I don't again. That's what happens when you're
Full
almost
circle.
50. Full circle.
And then they spanked you.
But I liked that. Dear Abby.
Do you have any other thoughts about Tony? And they didn't even give him a name.
Bald-headed man of 36 is his name.
Clancy.
Who do you
That's
think,
a good one.
Who do you think Tony ended up marrying?
Clancy.
Clancy
Junior. He's got a son.
I think she became a prostitute.
Wow. That went
Like
dark.
a dominatrix for like
Oh.
18-year-olds.
I bet you she became a farm or an author. It might be Toni Morrison.
Were you gonna
For sure. We actually don't know. We don't have last names
Danielle
on
Steele.
this.
Danielle Steele.
Yeah.
Yes. What was her name? Tony
Starks?
Collette?
No.
Tony.
If it was Tony Collette, that would also be really cool. I just want to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, thank you. I'm really cool.
Okay, are we done with Tony and the Jaguar?
Yeah.
We are.
Fuck Tony.
Yeah, my favorite
Tony
comic
and
book
the
series.
Jackpot, did you say?
Alright, Jackie, do you want to go next?
Who's reading letter 2?
Do you want to?
I don't know.
You can just read whatever letter you want, whatever order. We just stopped even
Yeah,
about
there's
this
not
show a long
really
time
order.
ago.
But
Who's next?
You can be next.
you could be next.
Okay, I'll read letter 2 because
It
it's
doesn't
next.
have to be number 2. Is there one you like more? That one, you have like 5 pages of notes to it.
Yeah, but it's just
There's
mention of
tears
the
on
lady
that
who
one.
wrote it.
Oh, okay.
No, that was spit.
Alright.
Fuck to her. I'm reading letter 2. Dear Abby, I'm an 18-year-old, but I look much older. Well, bitch, start doing some skincare because you will look like you're 90 by the time you're 30.
I'm sure that's what they told her.
My girlfriend's father is 49 but looks much younger. Okay, first of all, are you male or female? It doesn't say, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay, so this could be my girlfriend. Okay. Now it says he, though. You're right. Okay. No, they're talking about the father, though.
Try finishing the letter.
Have you met me? He just got his divorce. I think they're talking about the father, not
Gotta
the.
be.
Okay. And has
read the letter.
been wonderful to me. He lets me drive his car, gives me spending money, and bought me a new dress that costs $89.95. Bitch, why do you know the exact same thing? And we don't know yet if it's male or female. We don't know that. I didn't mean to say it. We don't know yet if this person who likes to drive the car and wears a dress is male or female. He hasn't made one wrong move toward me yet, but he does kiss me goodnight on the lips.
Well, we don't know if they're male or female, but
Nope.
you sure are giving them.
Well, the
female-
dad, I'm assuming, is female. He at least
Okay,
identifies
alright,
as he. Okay.
Sorry.
I think I could fall in love with him. Do you think he's too old for me? And it's signed Babe, like the Blue Ox. What the fuck is this? Oh yeah, sure. You bet you don't. You know. Yeah.
I would have gone for the pig, honestly. But
I know.
that's what I am.
Yeah, you're younger than I am. I'm fucking Babe the Blue
But
Ox.
I look so much older.
And your girlfriend's father is 49, and let's see what the rest is.
Hang on.
The answer, dear Abby, dear babe, he sounds like a kind philanthropist. Get the fuck out. I've had philanthropists like that. Who will buy a girl a dress. We don't know whether you're a girl or not. And then try to talk her out of it. Okay, that's pretty good advice, yeah. Let this 49er go. How did they, any football fans here, how do we know he's a 49er? I don't
Well, she
understand
said
that.
he's 49.
Yeah.
Oh, I went
But
football.
you know what? This might have been because of that time period. I don't know if football existed then, so this might have just been like a gold rush joke, which is fucking radical.
You are not an NFL fan, in spite of wearing my Viking colors.
I just wore this purple sweatshirt because I don't
We
know.
love the Vikings! I wore a purple shirt too. You ready for it? I'm not stripping, don't worry.
Damn it.
Okay, I've been a Minnesota Viking. I'm not even kidding. I've been a Minnesota Viking fan since.
She lived in Minnesota.
Since the Nordic Vikings were around and their boats and whatnot.
Okay, are you an NFL fan?
I am not.
Are you an NFL fan?
Yeah.
Okay, who's your team?
49ers.
Fuck, see, okay. I am a Vikings fan.
Mm-hmm.
We've been to the Super Bowl 5 times.
Mhm.
We've never won.
That's unfortunate.
It is really unfortunate. It's really fucking bad. But anyway, I had a specially made T-shirt when I was 11. It still fits me. I didn't grow tits. Okay, and it says, fuck you, that was too loud of a
When they
laugh.
bought it for her, they're like, unfortunately, it will not fit her.
No, it says, the best thing about dating a Minnesota Vikings fangirl is you know she'll never expect a ring. Okay?
And you wore them as a kid?
Shut up. Yes.
I just want to give a shout out to having small tits though, because they don't really have a whole lot of places to sag, so it kind of comes in handy.
Oh no, they will never sag. Even when I lay on my back, it's just like, beak, I have perky tits. It's like, Jesus Christ. It's a mess. Okay, so I'm sorry, I interrupted quite a bit.
How much was $89 in 1950?
Jesse! Can you do a quick
We don't know what
currency
year this was.
conversion?
Dear Abby.
89.95, 2025 to 1954, please. Thank you. Because it might be $10,000. We don't know.
I'm thinking it was about 487.
It was cryptocurrency. It's worth nothing now.
1995 was equivalent to about 1,170.
Motherfucker, what?
So he bought her a wedding dress.
But you could buy a car back then.
You could buy, I could buy
a house.
I just want to say, why did we bother giving our guests microphones? You can hear him from like 3 blocks away at this point.
It's for the online, I think.
Okay, what's
They can
your
hear you
advice?
too.
Sure, that's fair. I'm very loud. My context for this.
Oh shit, now I gotta pick that up.
Everyone hit start on their viewing experience.
Well, I'm not going to do it on stage. Jesus.
Everyone turn around and plug your ears. This is a cool trick, but we can only do it the one time. No one's like.
And nothing can go wrong. Audience, please put on your raincoats.
Audience participation.
This is the kick-ass Gallagher portion of the reading letter show. God.
Oh gosh.
Back in my day, they used to call that squirting. No, I'm kidding. I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, go ahead. What's your advice?
I was just I'm still reeling at the fact that $89 is $1,000 now, because as a nerd, I think of that in the context of PlayStations, and that's 2 of them, and that's fucking ridiculous.
Is that a PlayStation?
So you would have had sex with him too.
Oh, 100%, hell yeah! You want 2 PlayStations? Fuck yeah, my man.
I'm not kidding.
That's okay. Do your
Close the
thing.
door.
We'll stall.
Well, I don't have to be there.
That's a funny bathroom joke, because you said stall.
Oh shit! I did not even mean to. Thanks,
Hell yeah.
me. Anyway. Yes, capital punishments coming. I'm not going to book another show or plug another show. Anyway, moving along. So I actually kind of realized I picked 2 back to back that are kind of predatory on the man's part. You know.
As opposed to, I don't know that Dear Abby does Dear Abby have a different, like, field of dreams that she grows the crop in? I actually don't know. Is that a metaphor that even scans? I have no idea. This is the first time I've been exposed to this medium, and it's fucking terrifying. Also, the fact that you have a Dear Abby Bible that you just kind of let God open for you once a month. That's ridiculous.
My life is really fucking weird.
Yeah, I guess.
I didn't even want to try stand-up. I just ended up doing stand-up at some point. I don't know what's happening to my life in any way, shape, or form. Things
What's
just
happening
happen.
in your life is big magic is opening the book of Dear Abby letters and having you come down from the mountain with them to read. And proselytize.
She's like, I give you these 15 Dear Abby letters.
10. Anyway.
Whatever.
Thou shalt be 18 and look much older.
But yeah, like you said, that bitch has got to start moisturizing soon, because, yeah, it doesn't last very long.
Yeah, it doesn't last long.
Unless they're just trying to, like, brag, like, I look mature.
No, I
Yeah,
think
we all tried-
which is a boost.
I think that's what the
We all
49-year-old
tri-
told her.
We all tried to do that when we were 19 and the drinking age was 21, okay?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah. I remember my friend Joel, like, taking his sister's mascara and, like, thickening his mustache.
Oh my god, that's great.
Yeah. So he could go to the store and buy beer. Where, like, they would sell beer to us anyway. Like,
Yeah,
it was
like
just-
they didn't give a shit back
Yeah,
then. It
they
was
didn't
like
care.
it's like the Wild West, the Wild Midwest. in Minnesota.
All right, are we done? Are we done with these predators?
I do just want to add one quick thing to it.
Go for it.
I gotta say, someone who's looked young for her entire life, now that I'm finally in my 40s, I'm like, my time has come. This shit is fantastic now. Finally. I got the child's manual until I was 25, but finally I'm happy at age 40.
Yeah.
You're in your 40s?
Did we
Couldn't you tell from the flowery shawl? What?
Why did I book you on this show?
I don't know. I think you meant to book Emma and you just missed.
That's actually a very fair point.
We thought it was a package deal.
As I walked in, I was like, fuck.
We really wanted Emma, and Emma was like, oh, not without JoJo.
Y'all were very confused. We're like, there are no refunds on this one. You're getting a very special deal.
Oh, man. I forgot. All right, let's move on. I'll read letter number 3, if you don't mind, Nicole, unless you want letter number 3.
Go for it.
Did you have a preference?
This one's pretty fucking good. This is like an all-time.
Yeah, so like I said, hey, you know, the hand of God or whatever, picks some bangers. Yeah, go for 3, but you gotta read it in a girl voice, and I'll read a man voice for number 4.
Okay. Wait, I don't want to sound all girly and be like, why are you portraying a girl as weak and timid? And I don't want to get coached. Okay. Dear Abby, I'm the sweetheart of a married man, and I'm very comfortable. My problem is this. The man has a son, Dick. Let's just call him Dick. Who just graduated from high school last year, and I love him very much. I'm sure he feels the same way about me, but his shyness prevents him from showing it. Should I wait for him to make advances?
Oh my God.
Or should I help him conquer his shyness? I am nearer his age than his father's. I don't want to give up the father unless I can have the son.
And the Holy Spirit.
Please help me.
Amen.
I'm confused. Dear confused. And you are confused.
Is that from the book or is that you editorializing?
No, so the actual words were in the book, but I made them all capitals.
Okay, good.
You are entertaining the idea of cheating on the man who is cheating on his wife with his own son. Yet, lady, this is not only wrong, it is... Oh, it's kind of...
It's the second page.
You know, when you were reading that, I heard it as...
Forget the Father, the Son, and the holy idea.
I just want to add to, there were 3 other letters back to back right around this that had a very similar story, and I have a lot of questions about what happened in the 50s and 60s now.
I love the way this...
Oh, well, swinging started soon after that, so yeah.
I love the way this lady's like, I want to break him out of his shyness, but his shyness prevents him from showing it. That's hilarious.
This is a predator. I'm like, bitch, you just want to fuck someone other than your husband. So, you know.
She absolutely,
get into role playing.
You know what? I'm reading this like she absolutely already has, and she's trying to get validation from Dear Abby that it was okay to have done it.
Because my take was that she was delusional, and he has no interest in her whatsoever, but she just thinks she's hot shit because she's like with a married dude. And thinks
well, he probably had no interest, but when she like walked out with no top on, he was like, oh, sure, why not?
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Steps on, I'm stuck.
Oh, God. And this is how the porn started.
Yeah.
The graduate, yeah.
I'm just stuck on the fact that I know that the first Robin's first name was Dick, so she could be dating back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's where I've been this whole time. I've just been like, it could be Dick Grayson, Nightwing. What? It was I'm imagining Dear Abby was pretty close to the funny pages.
Let's go
with
play
all the
Magic
comics
the
and whatnot.
Gathering or something. Okay.
Oh my God. He isn't shy. He's thinking about fighting the Joker. He doesn't have time he has to put away his childish things and wield his tonfas to defend Bloodhaven. And I wouldn't want to give up Bruce Wayne unless I could definitely get Robin. That makes sense to me.
Oh my God. Okay.
Can you imagine how like batshit crazy?
in the streets, Robin.
Very good.
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne in the streets, Robin in the streets. I just want to make sure everybody heard that. That was so good. Well, leave me hanging.
Can you imagine how chaotic a three-way would be with Batman and Robin? Oh my god.
Batman and Robin?
Yes.
Bammin' and bangin'?
So if there was a Batman and Robin porn, what would it be called?
Oh.
Get your gadgets.
What would it be called?
I did one already. You do
Batman
one. I did one
and
joke on this
Robin.
already. I don't want to do another one.
I don't know, but when in the big climactic scene, like this, like I can see the screen going splatter.
The wait.
Yes!
I was gonna say the Dick Knight next, but I don't think the Dick Knight Rises.
Yes!
Is that anything?
Bad
It feels
cocky.
like something. Fuck.
Would anyone have given any different advice?
Go for it. Listen, go big or go home, I
my
say.
God.
What? It could either end poorly or it couldn't. I don't know.
You know,
My advice was just get into fucking role playing with your husband.
Yeah.
Is that her husband?
No, it's not.
No, she's cheating.
Oh!
She's the other woman of a married man. Which, why is she interacting with the son is my question. Like, why is the son
Because
cool
his
with
name
him?
is Dave.
That's a good point.
And
Where is the wife is an excellent question.
maybe the wife is like Catwoman or something. Who knows at this point? Like Poison Ivy.
Poison Ivy. Okay.
I don't know where I'm going with anything anymore.
Gosh.
Are you talking about the show?
No, but even you are not
Everything.
this damn confused, so congratulations. I don't know, this is all doing well for my self-esteem.
I like that Abby did a cool God joke at the end also.
Yes.
You know, taking the Lord's name in jokes is always good. And I appreciate it.
It was even cool back then.
Yes!
It was probably the first time it had happened back then.
Although, does anyone think that this lady would actually take anyone's advice or just do whatever the hell she wants?
She's gonna do whatever the fuck she
No,
wants.
she already did it.
Yeah.
She already did it.
She fucked it.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I don't really see her like waiting by the mailbox to like see the newspaper or whatever.
Oh,
and
back
see-
then that's what you had to do. That's right. It wasn't just like on your computer.
Yeah, I don't see her like sitting and waiting and be like reflecting like.
That is so. I never thought of that, you know, because I have never written a letter to Dear Abby. I just figured that shit out or did it really wrong, you know?
Or ask someone who probably has better advice than Abby would have given you.
Maybe. But you used to have to, okay, you used to have to take
Listen
a
up, Gen
pen
Z.
or a typewriter and write a letter, find an envelope, address the envelope.
No, remember making a mistake on the typewriter
Oh,
and you had to
shit.
put a
Correction
little thing
tape,
on it to
yeah,
correction
yeah.
tape, yeah.
And then go to the post office and buy a stamp.
No, we always had stamps on the stamp.
Well, we did too. We were rich.
Okay, rich boy.
And yeah, exactly.
Fucking
You and I
push
were rich.
Motherfucker.
But you had to find a stamp, mail it, and then wait. How long did it take to get a letter from Dear Abby back?
I never wrote Dear
I don't
Abby
think
either.
Abby wrote you back. I thought you just found it in the newspaper.
Yeah, she
like a
wrote-
misconnection.
I have
with
no
letters.
idea how
Writing
like a
everybody back.
misconnection.
Yeah.
Here I just spends all day like writing back everybody and mailing. No.
That's hilarious.
Oh, maybe
Dear,
you had to send a self-addressed stamped envelope.
This
Remember
thing-
that?
I feel like
oh
that.
my God.
Do you remember having to
Dear
do that?
Abby is the misconnections of the 50s.
It's like you're trying to get advice by putting a message in a bottle and throwing it into the sea.
When I was
What do I do if not this?
When I was a little kid, I sent some of my baseball cards to like the stadium with a self-addressed stamped envelope, asking them to sign them and send them back.
Did you ever get it?
Did you write an address or did you just
Never
write
got
the
one
stadium?
back.
Were there any
No,
of
I
them been
wrote
worth
just-
something?
Huh?
Would any have been worth something now? Had you not sent them?
Probably not.
Okay.
No.
Not after going through the mail.
Yeah. Some mail carriers like, remember when I stole these baseball cards from the stupid kid?
Dear Abby, I ripped off these kick-ass baseball cards.
Like, welcome to Bakersfield, son. All right. Any other thoughts on this bitch?
No, I'm done with her.
Double watching that new Harley
Everybody.
Quinn, that's where I'm at.
All right. Letter 4 is also a wild ride. Like, honestly, after typing out these 4 letters, I had to go and like,
Call your therapist.
if I still had one.
Or called
Oh.
Dick.
No comment. Anyway.
I wish I had a dick to call.
I do too. Anyway, moving along.
Ah,
Letter 4.
yes.
Dear Abby, last year I had an affair with a girl 7 inches taller and 3 years older than myself. She wanted to get married, but I promised my mother I'd never marry a girl out of my own faith. Then 2, I have a heart murmur. I don't think it would be fair to the girl. Also, I can't afford it. Don't you think these are legitimate reasons for remaining single? Signed, Seeking Advice. Dear Seeking, you should remain single for many reasons. The most important, of course, is that you don't really want to get married. I'll be honest, that was pretty good advice on her part. That was like the best advice I've heard in like 3 years of the show.
Although, if the binary is single or married, that's actually fucking ridiculous, I will say. Given all of the extramarital affairs in the first 3 letters. There's a lot of fucking out of wedlock in the first 3 letters. What's this dude's fucking problem? Literally fucking problem.
Fucking virgin. Anyway, it kind of felt like, okay, this was the age of the typewriter where you kind of just like type and you couldn't go back and edit. He's just like typing and thinking, kind of like on Doogie Howser where he's
Stream
like,
of consciousness.
yeah, exactly, kind of like that.
The Doogie Howsers?
Well, like the end of Doogie Howser has the music and he's like, Dear Diary or whatever dumbass things he had that month. Anyway, moving along.
The dumbass medical mystery he solved as a teenager?
Yeah.
Yeah, how fucking stupid was that cool ass show? He was a teenage house.
Okay, did anyone watch the new Doogie show they had on Disney Plus?
Did you just say derpy?
Actually, you know what? I did not mean to, but it does apply. It was not a good show, but I do appreciate the Hawaii people. Like, they had locals in there, which I appreciate.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah. Anyway.
I like Doogie Howser. It was a good show.
I like Dr. Odyssey. It's pretty fucking hot. And it's got Pacey in it from Dawson's Creek.
I like Hawaii Five-0, the original one.
The original one?
What other shows do you guys like? What if this is what we were doing?
But yeah,
So you think this guy's really short, or he's like average height, and she's just like...
Why even include that information? Is my question. Like, she's taller than I am.
How did he know it was 7 inches? Like I would just be like, she's like way taller than me. Like, how did he come?
I know. I looked at this one and I read 7 inches and I went, that's kind of an average size.
Like, that's a lot.
He's like the county's
that's
like
what I
1
thought.
and 2.
Like, 8's big.
Well, never mind. So
It's huge.
I kind of.
I could swallow it.
Anyway, I was gonna say I kind of got the feeling that this guy might be gay or otherwise just doesn't want to be with a woman anyway, and kind of making excuses.
Plot thickens.
Yeah, because he's making up a lot of excuses. Like, I don't
Without really having.
I don't know that he's lying.
About which part?
I'm willing to say that this person is being completely honest with all of their reasons.
So this person,
in particular, the heart murmur.
Yeah, my friend
That's
JJ's got a
fucking
heart
wild.
murmur. He banged hella chicks.
Okay, I guess.
So he loves his mom.
Yes.
He's terribly religious.
Very religious, clearly.
And
he has heart problems.
And he's in ill health.
He has 2 kinds of heart problems.
It's
That's
Norman
a lot.
Bates.
It's Norman Bates.
Although to be fair, I guess back in the day, heart murmurs were like a little more concerning. I mean, because now it's like
I feel like a heart murmur is pretty concerning all the time. The heart's not supposed to be doing that, as far as I know.
Heart's got one job.
I'm not a heart doctor, but it seems bad.
Do you really have a heart murmur?
No.
Well,
Or maybe. Shit, I don't know actually. I hope not.
I mean, people died of like
the heart
Have you been with a girl
whisperer.
7 inches taller than you?
What?
Have you been with a girl 7 inches taller than you?
Would it surprise you that I have curly girl 7 inches taller than me?
That would make her what, like 6'4"?
Probably, yeah.
That was a good guess.
I think.
Jackie, how tall are you?
No. Ask Nicole.
Have
you ever been
Hey
with-
Nicole, how tall is Jackie?
I always love
You heard Jesse.
I love people ask me. They're like, "Is that guy tall?" I'm like, "Everyone's fucking tall to me. I don't know."
No, I just wanted to know if you ever fucked a dwarf.
No, I was rejected by one, and that's an interesting
What?
story. Yes.
Hey, go on. We can go back to the letter. It's not going
Fuck the
anywhere.
letters. I'm all in.
It was actually at speed dating, and there was a guy, like, he was hella cool. Like, he had a good job. He did some kind of, like, PR for the Kings. Cool guy, funny, and he didn't pick me, even though I picked him. So, yeah, I got rejected.
That's not
He's
really
like, I could do
rejected.
taller.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Taller.
I'm
what everybody
I'm looking
says.
for a top shelf partner.
I also did at speed dating pick one guy, kind of out of pity, and he didn't pick me back.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you just pick everybody?
No, I
You
didn't.
just pick all the. You didn't do that.
No. The real question is, did you ever get picked?
I did. I can't say. Okay.
Were you gonna start crying?
Can you pick as many people as you want, or are you allowed like?
Oh no,
three
you can
picks?
pick everybody if you want to. I did speed dating 5 times. I assumed you could say it didn't work, but honestly, the best part of speed dating for me were the women. I made so many good friends there.
I've heard other girls say that they've met cool people at speed dating.
I went once and it was with Danny D, and that was.
Okay, I like to hear that story because any story with Danny D is pretty wild, to be perfectly honest.
Yeah.
Going to Taco Bell with Danny D is a whole adventure and a half. Okay.
I thought we were gonna hear the story, but anyway.
I sent Danny D to a Mexican bakery once.
Why?
Because I didn't want to get out because I was too high. And
This sounds like it's coming out of a fucking joke book.
and she came out
Big
with like,
Danny D's joke for boys.
She came out with like the 3 worst pieces of bread like I'd ever saw. I was like, where did I didn't even know they made these. Like,
They're like, here's a white lady, here, sell her this shit.
yeah, I was like, it was a disaster.
And then one day we were gonna go to the Mexican bakery and the Japanese bakery and then get each other's stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
If you guys would like to come, you're not invited. You guys can come too. Seriously, you guys can come.
Yeah, I mean, like, I felt very attacked for a second.
No, you guys can come. We'll all get together and have some like awesome pastries. But yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, anyone
Go to the Japanese bakery. I speak a little Japanese.
Yes, that you speak more than I do. I'm pretty sure, and I'm half Japanese. So
I lived in Hawaii. It's like the second most popular language. I couldn't help but learn it. It was just through osmosis. But okay, my son speaks fluent Japanese. He took 4 years. He took from 2nd grade. He took Japanese.
Wow, really?
All the way through graduation.
That's radical.
And then he took it for 4 years at UCLA.
That's a smart dude.
What's he up to now? What's he doing with his life?
He owns a hemp farm in Hawaii.
That's dope.
How single is he? Nicole's too afraid to ask.
He's too young for
How tall is he?
But is Nicole 7 inches taller?
Is it 7?
I'm 7 inches taller than no one except for
Except for maybe Jackie's son. We don't know.
No, he's 6'2".
Damn it. We'll get him next time.
Keep trying.
Okay, so what do we tell this dude?
Oh.
Well, he doesn't act like he wants to get married.
He definitely does. Well, I mean, like, he's coming up with reasons not to. Most of them seem to base around that he's gonna die and wants to go to heaven.
I think we send this dude to the girl from letter number 3, and she'll break him out of the shell.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yes.
Okay.
And what does he call it? An affair? Like, was she married?
I know. I'm like, you didn't have an affair. You just.
Oh, it was the 50s. They were all having affairs.
But that could just mean he held her handbag for 10 minutes. Like, we don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. I don't know what the exchange
When
rate
you
is
hear
for
affair,
an affair.
don't you think somebody's married in that?
Yeah, well, here's what I know. In 2025, an affair is worth a lot more than it was in 1950. I don't know the exchange rate offhand. I'm assuming it's pretty good.
Jesse? No, it's kidding. Would anyone have given him any other advice? Better advice?
You're afraid of girls come out. You're in love with your mother. Yes. Go get therapy.
Yeah.
You're gay. You don't want to get married. I don't know how old this dude is.
Me either.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't say. It just says he's short.
From
the heart murmur.
You don't have to get married if you don't
keep
want
him
to.
from growing to his full height?
Sure.
Yeah. Question. Yeah.
Maybe he's just afraid of commitment. And he just needs to get
Maybe
shaken out
he's
of it.
14.
We don't know. Yeah, he has not stated his age.
Maybe he's 14 and doesn't want to leave mommy and grow up and get a job yet.
He doesn't
you know?
need to if he's 14.
Actually, that is a very viable point. Maybe it's like a kid who just like got the typewriter and one of his mom's stamps and just stuck it in the mail. That's entirely valid. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he got whooped for using a stamp.
His mom could be dead. We don't know.
My son got
that's true.
proposed to by Victoria Sprouse. Sorry, this is on air. When he was in, come on, Victoria, help me out. 5th grade, 4th grade.
What did he say?
She said, "I want to marry him."
What was his response?
His?
Yeah.
Go away, I'm fucking playing soccer.
I was just curious what he would have said, because if I was a kid too, I would
No, he liked her too. It was kind of cute. But
Okay. Yeah.
sorry, I didn't mean to name names.
Was it just like
It
hella
was what?
Wasn't just like hella predatory then?
No. She's a very, very adorable, sweet gal.
No.
And they're still friends, and they hung out, and yeah. But they didn't get married at the age of 11.
Yeah.
Yeah, bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they would have lived with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone was suggesting that about the gentleman in this letter.
We don't know if it was a gentleman or a kid. I think it's a kid.
Who can type?
Well, didn't you learn to type at like age, I don't know.
I learned in second grade, but
Yeah.
then I was born in 1965.
Because I learned
And
pretty.
typewriters were just invented, and it was a big deal.
Cause I learned pretty young too. I mean, it was definitely elementary school, like that Mavis.
Well, you also went to Catholic schools.
I learned in high school.
Only high school.
I learned in high school.
I was just a nerdy guy.
With Mr. Clemenson.
Why do you remember the name?
Because he made him type it all the time.
But isn't it weird
Bob
that
Clemenson. I know
nowadays...
his first name, Bob Clemenson.
That's fucking bonkers that you remember that. I hope I don't unlock a memory by bringing it up.
Isn't it weird that typing used to be a thing that adults did back when I was young, and now it's like third graders are like with controllers. You know? Yeah. Definitely much more dexterous than I am.
You get to keep these letters.
Yeah.
By the way.
So glad.
These
I'll
letters are
think
yours to
about
keep.
this forever. Do we
Cool.
have to solve the problems and find them and write
No, we
letters,
don't have to
contact
solve
them?
our own problems.
Should we do some plugs too?
Yeah. Do you have anything to plug, Nicole?
Yeah, sure. Every
You're an
month.
asshole. Oh, sorry, what?
Anyway, I have 2 shows here I do monthly. The first is Power Play, which is every third Saturday at 10 p.m. It's really fun. I use my Facebook memes and I make a PowerPoint presentation and people make jokes based off it. Yeah, Jesse, the voice you hear in the sky, also co-produces. He's very funny on it.
Yay!
Then I have this show, which is every fourth Saturday at 10/10:30 p.m. And that's fun. I also write about horror from Malevolent Dark, which is a horror website. And yeah, find me at everything at Nicole is just okay. Jojo, what's going on?
You can find the cool stuff that me and my friends do at Mom-Hat Studios or Mom-Hat Studios on Instagram. I think TikTok exists again. I think we have Mom-Hat on TikTok. Anyway, Mom-Hat Studios. We do fun videos. Most recently, we played a hentai game and did funny commentary on it. And the maker
Played a what game?
A hentai game. It's a game with cartoon babes who have sex.
Oh, I thought hentai was like when you dye your skin.
That's henna.
Hentai or something?
Hentai is dirty cartoons. Henna is the cool like tattoos.
Henna, that's what it is.
Now sometimes hentai has henna in it, and that's great.
Does henna
But that
have
costs
hentai
extra.
in it?
That does cost extra, yes. It requires more.
Okay.
It requires more ink to draw it. I guess. That's what we got.
I wanted to ask questions about the game, but I also kind of don't.
Yeah, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't need to.
I have a
It's
lot of questions, but we'll walk into the confessional to talk about those. No, go ahead.
Do you have anything else going on, Jojo, or is that...
That's all. That's what I'll plug.
Okay, Jackie, what do you have going on that's not hentai related?
I haven't died yet.
That's good.
I don't know. I don't have my calendar with me. Hang on.
But what's your socials?
Yeah, just give us your socials.
I don't know those either without looking.
It's Jackie Pro, ladies and gentlemen.
Gentlemen, there are no ladies.
In a Chiron.
JACQUI, Jackie. Pearl, PIRL. They're both spelled wrong.
Okay. At AOL.com.
Only on dial-up.
You can find me on Instagram, JR2ill. I've got some shows coming up.
What's the ill for?
Callback Bar. I don't know. Why not?
I don't know.
Okay.
Sick.
Thanks. And that's our show, you guys. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Jesse Jones.
Thanks, everybody.
Woo!
All right, everybody. That is it for us for the evening.
Thank
Come back
God.
tomorrow. We've got improv at 7 and at 8. Just check out stabcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events.
With you to
And you can see every gosh darn thing we do. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we stream everything we do. Hope to see you again tomorrow or whenever you join us again. Be safe on your way home. Have a good night.
He said, will you defeat them, your demons and all